12 Nation, let me show you what Kyler Murray's going to look like in tonight's game. Oh, Blue 42, sir. Oh, no, I can't see over the O-line. Marvin, go deep. Marvin, go deep. Oh, no, an interception. 12 Nation, stand up, because when I tell you what we are about to do to the little Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football is going to be disrespectful, diabolical, and it's going to show you that we have one of the top 5 defenses in the league, ladies and gentlemen. Not only one of the top 5 defenses, one of the best scoring offenses in the league, have scored 26 more total points than the Arizona Cardinals, and they've played the Saints and the Panthers. Only put 20 on the Saints. I want to throw out there, we put 40 plus on the Saints. That being said, give me my Seattle Seahawks beating the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our week 4 picks, predictions, and upsets. And boy, do I tell you what, we got a lot of upsets this week. Starting off Sunday, we got an early game with the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers heading on down, up, over. Wherever Dublin, Ireland is on the map, they're heading on over to Ireland. The Minnesota Vikings are the technical away team and are technically still favored. And I think the way they're about to blitz, Bama blitz, old man Aaron Rodgers all night is going to have him regretting coming back for another season. As long as Vikings protect Carson Wentz and he can protect the ball, the Minnesota Vikings are going to come out with a dub in Ireland. Next, we have the Washington Commanders. Oops. Oh, my Lord. There we go. We have the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this is an interesting matchup. This is a Mariota revenge game, ladies and gentlemen. It's an away game, but I think Washington is going to go out there and absolutely have their way with the Atlanta Falcons. Something about the Atlanta Falcons, Penix isn't hitting like he should be. I mean, all they really have, it seems, is Bijan Robinson. Every time he touches the ball, it could be a go-to-goal situation. The receiver core is just not hitting like it should. And something about Washington, it's like you could plug whatever quarterback you need in that system, and they're going to go out there and win some games. And Marcus Mariota, coming from the Atlanta Falcons, who gave up on him, he's going to put some belt to ass. Give me the Washington Commanders with a week 4 win away. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. We're not going to spend long on that. Give me the Buffalo Bills. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Now, what would be insane? It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Is it the Browns went out there and they beat the Detroit Lions and then they somehow, beat the Bears and then beat the Vikings and they just absolutely own the NFC North? That would be a story to tell. The Lions are going to go out here and put absolute belt on the Cleveland Browns. Next, we have the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans in what will probably be a closer game than we think it should be. I can't tell if it's teams are playing down to the Titans or the Titans are playing up to these teams like the Denver Broncos week 1. The Houston Texans look like absolute piss. Absolute piss. The quarterback play is terrible. The wide receivers aren't getting open. The run game, you got Nick Chubb fighting for his life in the backfield. You traded your best O-lineman, right? To create a young O-line. And it's terrible. The defense is bad. It's not great. Guys are missing assignments. They're playing fast. They're swarming the ball. But just something about this Houston Texans team is not hitting the same. That being said, they're coming out with the win this week. I wasn't going to give the win to the Titans. They're basically putting a JUCO team on the field. And I feel bad for Cam Ward, but that team is going to it's got a lot of upside. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Now, the thing with the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots, the Panthers are coming off a 30-point win. That is massive for that team. I think the coaching in the road is going to get to the Carolina Panthers. I think the New England Patriots will squeak by with a win this game, but I think it's going to be more competitive than some of y'all think it will be. We have the LA Chargers and the New York Jets. The LA Chargers, potentially one of the best coach, if not the best coach, teams in the league, taking on the New York Giants. Brian DeBall on his way out. His death certificate has been signed. It's just only a matter of time. They got Jackson Dart starting this week, which, by the way, is beyond insane to me. Could have started him next week against the Saints, get his confidence up. No, we're going to start him against the LA Chargers. Well, good job, Brian DeBall. Have fun in the unemployment line, brother, because you're done after this week, because what the Chargers are about to do to the New York Giants, the way they're about to be in Jackson Dart's face all game, he's going to crumble, he's going to fold, he's not going to know what happened, leaving some random code, I would clear the whole front. I would clear the whole coaching staff of the New York Giants. There's no one saving this team, but whoever's going to have to step in and pick up the pieces of Jackson Dart has a lot ahead for him. Give me the LA Chargers with the win. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning, defending Philadelphia Eagles, taking on my boy Bake Sale, Bake Show, Big Baker Mayfield. Something about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers absolutely owning the Philadelphia Eagles. It's absolute pure cinema. This game is a home game for Tampa. Philly's still favored, but I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go out here and win this game. This is one of my upsets of the week, and don't get me wrong, we got a bunch of upsets of the week. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts taking on the LA Rams. This was a little harder choice for me. I love my boy Danny Dollars out there. I love Indiana Jones and what he's doing over there in Indy. But the LA Rams, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, one of the best run games in the league, one of the better defenses in the league, and that is saying a lot coming from what they were last year. I think the LA Rams go out there and get it done, but the Indianapolis Colts, very slept on team. Love what they're doing over there. This loss is going to humble them, and I think they have big things ahead for them. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are at home. I think the Jags have a lot of potential this game. I think Purdy will be back this game, but you just lost Nick Bosa. Which Bosa? You just lost Nick Bosa to a torn ACL. That sucks. I didn't know that happened to people that didn't get vaccinated. This team can't stay healthy. Is Jennings playing? I don't know. I don't think Ricky Pearsall's playing. They can't all get healthy at the same time. They're still squeaking by wins. The 49ers beat a fraudulent Carolina team last week. Granted, backup quarterback in. I'm rocking with an upset on the away team. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars with the W. Next, one of our games of the week, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, this is an away game for them, coming off a devastating loss to the Detroit Lions. What is wrong with Derrick Henry? If he fumbles this game, I think we're going to have to get him some custom gloves made that say just a Butterfinger sponsor, bro. It would bring in a lot of money. It would make a lot of sense, but if he fumbles this game, something's wrong. We're going to ponder on this one. We're going to talk about this one real quick. Inject this matchup into my veins, ladies and gentlemen. You have two of the best quarterbacks in the league going against it. We've seen it time and time again. Derrick Henry, obviously the better running back. I think the wide receiver cores kind of wash each other out. Lord have mercy, that defense for the Ravens is absolutely abysmal. I think I could pass on it. That being said, I'm going the Baltimore Ravens with the win at Arrowhead Stadium. Next, we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the Raiders are favored in this matchup, and I get it. Gino out there putting numbers up. Genty is Genty even doing anything? What were Genty's stats last game? Who really keeps up with the Raiders? You know what I mean? The defense is kind of coming together in a way. This team has a lot to work on. I think the Chicago Bears are better coached. I think they have better, how do I want to say this, moxie about them. I think they have better depth in their playbook, and I think the Chicago Bears and my boy Caleb Williams are going to come out with a win with our other upset for the week. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers heading on to Jerry's World, or should I say Lambeau 2, because they're the only ones out of the two teams that can win playoff games in that stadium. The return for big Micah Parsons, and don't get it twisted, Micah Parsons is going to have a big day against that absolute horrendous Dallas Cowboys team. No CeeDee Lamb. I think one of their guards, their rookie guard, just got hurt, so he's going to be out. This D-line of the Green Bay Packers is about to absolutely feast. Don't get me started on that absolute awful secondary for the Dallas Cowboys. Give me the Green Bay Packers with a road win. Next, we have the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. I mean, we could, do I have a coin over here? We could flip a coin on who's going to win this game. I'm probably going with the New York Jets. Do we even know who's, you know what, we'll just go with the New York Jets. And by the way, two absolutely tremendously terrible Monday games. The schedule probably looked good before all the injuries started happening and before the Miami Dolphins absolutely just but yeah, Denver Broncos, Cincinnati Bengals. I'm rocking with the Denver Broncos to come out with the big Denver dub on Monday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our week 4 picks, predictions, and upsets. Let me know your lock of the week. Let me know your upset of the week. And let me know what you think my Seattle Seahawks are about to do on Thursday Night Football down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.